problems. Anyway, today on the Rising Superstream, we're going to be checking out 2 games. We're going to be starting with Pankapu on the Switch. It's got a very odd title, but it's actually like a pretty neat platformer. I haven't played it myself beyond like a cursory look to make sure it boots, and it actually seems pretty good. And we're going to check out, God, I forget the full title. Is it Cyber Dimension Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online? I think it's not Hyperdimension this time, but I legit can't remember. But we're going to start with Pankapu. So I'm just gonna get right into this. We're gonna boot this right up. So this is Pankapu. Shoutouts to Palladius for the review code for this game. I did not pay for this game. I requested a review key when I was offered one. So just FYI, that's where I'm at on this. So Pankapu was a game featured prominently on the Square Enix Collective, which is Square Enix's little support program for crowdfunded titles. And then it proceeded to Kickstarter, as pretty much every Square Enix Collective game does. And from there it succeeded. It actually totally succeeded on Kickstarter. So this is made in France, and some of the staff are ex-Ankama staff who worked on stuff like Wakfu, which, you know, I always find it funny. I find French studios have a very particular way of naming their anime-style things. Wakfu, Pankapu, Dofus. They have this very particular style of title that's like faux Japanese, but it never quite makes it all the way. So it's by some of them. And the game's actually pretty neat, so let's hop right... Actually, let me check the options real quick. We're playing on Switch. I believe it's available on PC right now as well. I'm not sure about other platforms, though. So, yeah. Any other series that rival Nep Nep in their sheer confusion in regards to titles, continuity, and generally how it all fits together? Probably Kingdom Hearts. Probably Kingdom Hearts, but the rate of release for Nep is just way out of control. Arrgh, actually this art's pretty nice.
Shaharel, are you alright?
Oh, voice acting. Shit, I did not expect that.
It's nothing, sweetheart. You must have had a bad dream because of the storm. Come here. When I was little, my grandmother would often tell me a special story that would chase the nightmares away. This story takes place in the world of dreams, known as Omnia. All the kingdom's inhabitants lived in harmony.
Stuff's going good today. Today's like chore day though for me. Yesterday and a bit over this weekend, I spent some time rearranging a lot of my apartment.
Creatures crossed through the veil, which separates this world from the nightmare.
I might actually put up on Amazon store because I have some games.
These Hya'Nagis invaded Omnia, spreading their foul corruption wherever they went. The world of dreams was threatened. Luckily, Itopian, the hymn of dreams, decided there was still time for him to act.
How do I bump that a bit? New microphone, new problems. I'm sorry, guys.
Using his immense powers, he concentrated all the dream matter that was left in Omnia.
Did that bump the volume? Probably not. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know if that didn't do anything.
A guardian capable of defeating the Hya'Nagis.
Oh, I can certainly turn down the game. That's no problem.
His name was Pankapu.
There we go, the title drop. Fresh and early. Let me just move the microphone. I think the problem is because I don't have a mic stand, it's quite far away from my mouth. And the sound comes from my mouth hole. Oh my god, the mic's rolling away. Fuck this ghetto ass setup. Holy shit. Holy shit, Liam, get it together. Okay, there we go. That should be a little bit better. That should be a fair bit better, actually. Keep me up to date on the audio mix. Veil separating dreams from nightmares has been torn, and Hya'Nagis are using this to slip to our kingdom and lay waste to our precious land. Heard no news of Ohidia Forest Spirit, and I'm afraid some misfortune has happened. So I assume those humans are just gone. They're just gone now. Okay, seek him out. Giving me the Aegis of Bravery. Cool, okay. The character design's kind of cute. Okay, so we're in. We got jump, attack. Oh, I like how it floats you in the air a little bit. And guard. I think that's it. Cool. I wonder if there's any sort of launch. Okay, so we have the map. Oh wow, cool. World map. Quests, inventory, options, mytholiths. So I guess these are all the people and things you encounter. Memory sequences and fragments. So I guess these are cutscenes or something? Okay. Oh shit, and then collectible progress there. Okay, cool. Well shit, let's just hop in. Is Pankapu Rayman with sword? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Did you see a hat in time? Yeah, it's really nice looking. Really cool game. Okay, so we got jumps. Oh cool, we got a little tutorial. We got ourselves attacks. Oh, we got damage numbers too. Neat. He does remind me of Spiral Knights, it's true. It's super true. Use X and mid-air to pour downward stab attack. Okay, cool. Can we do that after... Yeah, you can do that after other attacks, but you have to wait a second. This actually seems pretty solid so far, and the controls are really tight. Like, they're not at all slippery. To block, use A. Can we parry stuff? This is important to me. I don't think so. Can I attack those? Probably not. I'll take a hit. Yeah, okay. Okay, you probably can't attack those. Okay, it's straightforward enough so far. Like, as a tutorial level, I'll take it, but I'm curious to see how it opens up. I hope that it does open up into, like, older Rayman-style levels where they're a bit taller, a bit bigger. Haven't watched any anime this season yet, Tunikin. I'm a little bummed, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to watch, like, just about anything consistently. Okay, so we got our own talking animal now. Okay, I wonder if it actually does anything for me. Probably, but... Okay, so there's a platform up there, but was there actually a purpose to this platform? I don't actually see the reason for it, but whatever, that's okay. No harm done, right? Spare platform here, spare platform there. The music's nice, and the art's really nice too. So far, the level design's a little simplistic, but hopefully that expands shortly. Wow, look, they already put one of those. These things where they have the platform go. I don't know how to describe these platforming sections where they have the platform go under another platform and you have to go over it. Usually games reserve those for like later in the game, but Pankapu's like, nah, right in the tutorial. It's simple, but I appreciate that respect for the player there where it's like, no, they can do it. They can handle. Can you use your air attacks as a jump extension? Oh wow, that was fast actually. That was really fast. Okay, alright. Oh, I see, and those ones have no collectibles, as you can see on the bottom. And then here, Crossways Garden, we do have collectibles. Oh yeah, Kekai Sensen started up again, and my girlfriend's watching it, and it looks fucking phenomenal. I need to catch up on that show. I would like to watch it, actually. She's been asking me to watch it for a little while, and I think she's right. So can I extend jumps? It doesn't look like it. In fact, it looks like it shortens your jump, if anything, because you lose all momentum, and then you don't really get to regain any. So I guess that's just a quirk. You can't. So if you could cancel the the down stab into a jump, you could just mash that out repeatedly. That was probably a bug at some point. I like the down stab a lot. I like how powerful it is, but using that and that alone is making me take a lot of hits. Gotta be more careful. Okay, we gotta mature the shoot. If only we were in a magical world, we could find something to make it grow. So we go this way. Yeah, like the downstab has a really good feel to it. And when you hit the ground, it like, I don't know, it's got a good feel. Got a good meaty feel. Meaty is a good way to describe it, yeah. Thanks, Fear Engine. I'm stealing your word. But committing to it exclusively is just super dangerous. Yo, I didn't mention this recently, I don't think, but I watched Jason X recently with Matt. Yo, Jason X is fucking sick. What a stupid movie. What a stupid, stupid movie. I really liked it. I finished all the Friday the 13th movies, finally. We still have to, me and my girlfriend still have to watch Freddy vs. Jason, but I saw that one when I was younger. And she wants to see the Nightmare on Elm Street films before we watch that one. Can you jab block? Oh, good question, actually, yeah. I should check. But yeah, dude, Friday the 13th is such a fucked series, like... Boy, the quality is not as high as I thought it was. I had assumed that they were good films. Not many of them are very good. The sixth one was sick, but like, oh god. Some of the other ones were such trash. Oh, this one's good. Look at her design. It's great. She is the sun enabling life to grow wherever she goes. Okay, so she'll help us. She'll help us grow the bud. Her design's fun, actually. Yeah, Jason X was one of my favorite ones in the end. Despite how awful it is, like, I really like low-budget Canadian sci-fi films. Like, Cube. I was really into Cube. Cube's bad. I rented Cube 2 from a local video store, but the disc was so scratched up that we couldn't actually finish it. Let alone Cube 0, which my store doesn't even have. I need to get my hands on those somehow. They're not really available on Amazon. I mean, I haven't checked in a little while either, but like, it's a struggle. So I don't know that there's actually a reason to kill all the enemies. And we have all these pretty damage numbers, but I don't think there's any experience or progression as far as I've seen, so... Oh yeah, Cube 0 is trash. The first one was neat, the second one was already, like, worse,
Following
but, like, doing different things, so whatever. I'm not surprised to hear Zero's not so good.
Imagine his surprise when the bud began to twist and grow, reaching a staggering height. Chii hadn't lied. Coming across this magic spider had been a stroke of good fortune.
Kind of reminds me of The Unfinished Swan, where you're similarly being read a story. That was actually, I wouldn't say it applies to this game yet, because I've barely heard any of it. But in the Unfinished Swan, that was actually a complaint of mine. I felt like the story was like directed at children, and I felt like it was pedantic. So I felt like I was being talked down to almost. But who knows with this game? We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, I gotta try jab locking. It's true. Totally forgot to do that. Look at that respect for the player right there. They know I can do it. Yeah, it seems like you can de facto jab lock at least these slimes. We'll have to see how the other enemies go. Oh, that range. And yeah, I finished Unfinished Swan, but like by the end I was like so done with the story. Yeah, so can we jab lock this enemy, I guess is the question. No, you can't. It seems like they have like a timer, and after that timer ticks down, they just attack. So, probably not. Oh, I want to go that way, though. There's another path that way. Damn it. I want to reveal it. How do we go? I wish I could, like, see how big the map was, too, with the right stick or something, but that's fine. Oh, and there's time trials? Oh, I probably have to beat the game to unlock that? Okay. Fair enough. When's Meat Boy? Oh man, I'm not great at Meat Boy. We played Slime Sand recently, which is kind of like a not Meat Boy. That's a bit dismissive of a way to describe it, but it's similar, and I was not great at it. I mean, I was all right, but like I get too upset at Meat Boy. Also, like I never really liked the aesthetic of Meat Boy too much. Like it's doing its thing, and I respect that, but it's just not my thing. Secrets? No, not secrets? Like, it seems like there's a place back here. Trying to go into a door, but I can't find anything. Yeah, I don't know. There's a path back there, but I have no idea what it's for. Yeah, I haven't played Edith Finch yet, but I hear it's really, really good. Yeah, I did jump in that little place down there, and I had no idea what it was for. Okay, if I ground pound him... Okay, he does get knocked away. Oh, look, there's a path that way. Well, shit, I missed it, too. Oh, fuck. Ain't going back to that one. Oh, it's true. The enemies in this game do look like Gish. Yeah, I agree. That's Edmund McMillan, one of his earlier games before Meat Boy. Man, this is some Final Fantasy 13 level of, like, just names everywhere. You're trying to parse all the names. Oh my god, this spider speaks a lot. Subject G calls him Plot Spider, and I agree. Okay, so I assume that's what'll diverge the path and let us go to other levels. Can we squeeze over this guy? No, not quite. And now we have to wait for the platform, because I tried. Nice. Great blocks. So you can't block in the air, so if you jump, you've committed to it. You have to just not fuck up at that point. Okay, yeah, so that red block would have broken through there and let me go that way. Also, there's a weird empty spot on the map here. I wonder if that ever fills out with anything. This is pretty good so far. It's a little bit plain, but like better than Phantom Trigger, which we recently played on the Switch. Not that being on the Switch inherently has anything to do with the quality of the game or anything, but... Okay, the guys are pretty weak. But it's pretty good so far. It's not really blowing my mind either, but it's solid. The combat does have a good feel. Although, again, I'm wondering about how it evolves, if it evolves throughout the game at all. Is that a one hit? Yeah, okay. Because now I kind of feel like I should be avoiding enemies at this point. Like I get the idea of how to play, and it's like, well, I don't really feel incentivized to hit enemies. Huh. So that's some sort of reverse shortcut. A slow cut. Probably for, I don't know, maybe for the time trial levels. If you're, yeah, maybe if you come at the level from the other side. You start at the other end of the level and you have to work your way back, so that would actually be speedy. Yeah, Phantom Trigger was such a bummer gameplay-wise. It was so nothing. Nice. Good platformer. I mean, otherwise it feels pretty smooth when you're just running forward and jumping on shit. Like the platforming and the combat both feel quite good. Won't hold up under the weight of my armor, huh? Oh, they break immediately. Okay. So I need to get another colored armor, I guess. I remember that was one of the things in the key art from the Square Enix Collective page. Was this character in 3 different suits of armor. Actually, to be honest, I thought it was 3 different characters. But I think based on where we're going with this, it seems like it's just one character who changes. Yeah, like, unless there's a currency or an item or something, there really isn't incentive to fight right now. Reminds me of Paper Mario Sticker Star, where fighting, you would just waste your inventory. And, like, skipping enemies was super worth doing. Got it. Okay, so there's 100 of these guys, right? 100 Mudjins per chapter. Holy shit. For every 25, Pankapu gets a Lutenite fragment. Okay. Oh, Sir Rosing says those secret spots would contain these guys. So some of those empty spaces we've hit would actually have contained them if we had had this. Oh, I see. So there's 0, 0, 0, 0, but then there was 9 there, 16 there. Wowzers. That's a lot. So this is also just the first map then, if they said 100 per world. So it seems like there's actually like a pretty fair amount of game in here. It reminds me of Dust a little bit, but Dust, of course, has that contiguous world and much faster, like more intense combats. Or anything down here? Yeah, okay. So I guess we should start keeping an eye out for those now. I wouldn't really call this game a Metroidvania, Phoenix Seraph. It's got like some of the qualities of it, but there's no, thus far, there's no character progression. Also, like, the map isn't really linked naturally. Like, you have to you have to access a world map. So I wouldn't really call it a Metroidvania. That said, it's thus far, again, it's pretty good for what it is. And I mean, just because you're not a Metroidvania doesn't mean you're a bad game, so. I know some people would disagree with that. I've spoken to people about 2D platformers where they're like, yo, if you're not making Metroidvania, why bother making a 2D platformer? And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did you guys see the new game announced by, Heart Machine? Is that what the... No, not Heart Machine. Announced by... I forget their name. Something Hearts? Humble Hearts. Humble Hearts. The guys who made Dust and Elysian Tale, speaking of which. They announced a MGS1, aesthetically anyway, style arcade stealth game with, like, randomly generated levels. Honest Hearts, that's it. Yeah. I gotta say, I'm really not that into the game at all. Like, it looks goofy. Yeah, Never Stop Sneaking or something. Like, it looks super goofy, and it's, like, not what I wanted from them. Like, I wanted to see them continue pushing the aesthetic from Dust. And, like, they went for something completely different, and I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, no, I don't really want it. Doesn't look bad, but also, like, randomly generated levels is something that I'm not super into. Game looks good. It certainly looks good. But, like, it's just so not what I wanted. Oh, shit, we got a meter. I like VR missions, too. I just don't like random ones. So, Whirling Blade can now throw his sword when you press X, dealing great damage to enemies at range. Okay. Costs 1 anima point. I assume our meter is 2 anima points right now. Yeah. I like that little art for him there. Each time he blocks with the shield, he gets some of his points back. Okay. Okay. Save the Mudjins. Do it. Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. Right, that's true. It is still just one guy, isn't it? Dean Dodrill or whatever his name is. So, I mean, it's still impressive that just one dude's doing it, by all means, you know, but... Oh, wow, you regain the points real quick. Look at that. Okay, cool. I was really worried that, like, you'd block and you'd regain, like, 10% of a meter or something. But you get them fucking fast, so no worries there. Oops. Also, I imagine now the combat's gonna start... Like, they're gonna start throwing more enemies at us, and more big enemies at us, too. Oh, shit. Controller Zen asks, what is this Rising Super Stream? Every time I'm on here, someone different is streaming. That's probably because on Twitch you can put your friends on, like, a list, and if you're not online, it'll let your friends hijack your channel, kind of, basically. So those are friends of mine who have pretty much, you know, helped promote and stuff. Just help them out, you know. So, yeah. Tarangel asks, your schedule mentions Prey on PS4, why not PC? Just curious. My PC can't really run demanding games. Mainly because, like, XSplit and, well, the software I have to run while I'm streaming is, like, somewhat demanding, and my PC just wouldn't be able to handle it, really. It's that simple, really. So... Even then, I generally have a preference for playing with a controller. I have bad wrist problems, and using a mouse is one of the things that really sets it off. So, generally prefer to use a controller when I can. Still feeling the effects of Kid Icarus, yeah. I mean, it wasn't just Kid Icarus. Yeah. Kid Icarus Uprising and the game I was working on at Eidos really just devastated my wrist because I wasn't responsible. I felt pain in my wrists and I didn't go get it checked out, and I let it get worse. It was very irresponsible of me, and I'm gonna be paying for that for the rest of my life. But I've gotten used to the pain, you know. It hurts, but, you know, you get used to it. Chronic pain is just something you deal with. So, it's just a part of my life now. Oh, sorry, Eldato's freaking out. Let me just real quick fix that. It's bound to happen eventually. Yeah, so this game's alright so far. I mean, we're still really early in the game. But, oh, sorry, that'll probably be loud. That'll probably be quite loud. We're still pretty early in the game. But nothing's really blowing my mind. It's good. It's good, and, like, I think I want to keep playing this when I stop, more so than previous games we played, like Phantom Trigger and Slime Sand, but like it feels like the best of the bunch, but it also feels like shockingly unremarkable despite how quality it is. Because it is quality, like it feels nice, but oh, whoops, left the game audio off. It is quality, it feels nice, but it's just like not really blowing my mind in any way, I guess. And I mean, that's not a prerequisite for a good game, but like, it's alright. This is nice. Yeah, unmemorable seems like that might be a good way to put it. Thanks, Rockasonics. I hope you find other stuff to enjoy, but the KH playthrough was really fun. So is there a platform down there? How do I get that guy? Possibly gonna have to wait until later in the game to come back for that dude. And yeah, you're totally right. The audio was muted a second ago, now it's back on, and it was not a huge loss. The soundtrack is good, but again, very, very forgettable. Can I jump down through the platform? Oh, not 100% sure. I'm actually curious as to whether there's an invisible platform, like, just down here and I have to drop down, but you know what, I'll worry about that off stream. I won't make you guys watch me do this checkpoint 5 times trying to figure out how to get that dude. We don't need that many Baphomodads. Oh shit, those go really high. Actually, can I block them? Maybe? And yeah, the plot spider does this a lot, where he pops out and just says some stuff. But he says way too much stuff. Like, he didn't need to say 3 lines. He could have probably said 1 line there. They gave him far too much dialogue, I think. I don't know, what do you guys think so far? Again, I'm still feeling pretty comfortably in the, yeah, it's pretty good area. It bums me out, too, because, like, the character is really nice to control, actually. He feels great. That was a big success on their part. He feels really swell to control. Just real solid. But everything else is just so... You know, again, unmemorable. Unmemorable? Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm not gonna fuss over that. Everything else just feels so forgettable. But it's plain. And it's such a shame, because like Phantom Trigger was like really plain and dull, but the character also felt kind of shitty. And in this game, it's like quite the opposite, where it's like, nah, character feels great, but like, is it gonna heat up? It's very simple. And I legit think you could have a real good time with this game, despite its simplicity. But like, you could also fall asleep playing this game. Oh shit, where exactly was the platform? I don't quite remember. Oh, directly under it. Okay, cool. I really don't need this collectible, but you know what? We're gonna get it. Anything this way? No, okay. Oh shit. Big threats. Do you carry your momentum after a hit, or are you pushed back a little bit? After you are hit, I think you lose a little bit, but generally you mostly continue forward. Like, I was able to damage boost through an enemy before. Let her power impregnate your Aegis. Let's do it. I also want to see a boss fight, because again, the combat like does feel nice. Character control's real tight. So let me hit a boss. Used to permanently increase the weapon power of your Aegis. Okay, so basic sword damage is increased by 10 points. And it's like, that kind of thing doesn't really make a huge difference, you know? It'd be nice to get like a launcher. Hold up and hit the attack button. Give me that. Like, I guess it's nice that they die quicker, but that doesn't really... It's not a very interesting upgrade, yeah. Good, well put, Hunkadunk, exactly. During a jump, are you pushed back or do you keep moving forward without any pushback? Not 100% sure. My fan keeps stopping and starting. Like, it'll get just enough juice to start, and it'll start, and then it'll stop. Occasionally. Like, what feels, like, completely at random. Maybe, like, my fridge is, like, power cycling and letting that happen or something? Weird. Sorry, during a jump, are you pushed back or do you keep moving forward without any pushback? You keep moving forward, as far as I can see. Does a shield give your character invincibility from behind? That I'm curious about. Probably not. But I haven't actually checked. So we can check. Is it plugged in correctly? Yep, it's totally plugged in correctly. Like, what the hell? And it's just doing random shit. That's great. I appreciate that. Now it's rotating. It just started rotating, like, you know how they angle? It just started rotating without the blades spinning. This is a really old fan. This is like a fan from the 90s. So it's like maybe older than I am, actually. This thing is like clearly falling apart. Oh, that's great. This fan sucks. Oh, I missed one. I think I should buy a new fan too. I have to buy some new furniture. I mean, I don't have to, but me and my girlfriend, we're gonna get some neat new furniture to replace our TV stand. Oh, I was hoping we could just gather all the enemies. Yeah, so this clearly doesn't give you invincibility from behind, or from below there, actually. We want to get a new TV stand to replace our shitty TV stand. Because our TV stand is just a dresser that kind of fits the role. But we definitely want to get that TV stand. And I'm going to get some new shelves, too, because my shelving units are really inefficient. I was just looking at, like, how can I better store my games? Because I'm wasting a lot of space on my shelves. Like, the shelves are like... I was measuring them the other day. The shelves are like... that enemy was too high, so I didn't get to hit him, and he just went and hit me in the head. My shelves were like 13 inches high, and game boxes are only like 8 inches high. So... Oh, fuck, there was a Mudjin there. Damn it. So I'm, like, wasting a lot of space on each shelf. So I need to get more optimal shelves that are, like, the exact right size. Because I need to find more space in my apartment. It's the endless struggle, right? Like, rearranging your home so you have slightly more space so you can get slightly more stuff in. Anyone who has a place has been there, for sure. Phew. Yeah, the Danganronpa embargo got killed. They just ended it. I think due to bad response, they just decided to nix it. Oof, that was closer than it should have been. Oof. And, like, right there, that bit where it was closer than it should have been, like, that platforming felt really good. The platforming legit feels good. But everything just feels kind of lifeless, I guess? Or, like, limp? Yeah, the embargo kind of came and went. Like, it was there, and then they canned it immediately, so there was basically no embargo ever. And I totally have missed a few Mudjins here, but I'll get those on my own time. Feels good. I always love platforming around enemies like that. Ah! Bad timing. Yeah, I believe all the Danganronpa games are on Steam now. Satari Mate. I believe so. Damn it, I missed another Mudjin there. Wasn't ready for it. Oh, is V3 buggy on Steam? Really? I had no idea. I played on PS4 and I had no issues. But I didn't know the Steam version had issues. Damn. Okay, it looks like we're getting to a boss stage here. Mudjin Village? I mean, it looks like a boss. It's the village, so here's hoping. 3 briar hearts. Okay. Let's have some kind of shovel knight then. They like trying to make a reference there? That wasn't actually very clever writing at all. That was really bad. Like, the worst bit about this game is it's so unremarkable, and yet the character feels so good that I still feel compelled to say, yeah, it's worth it. Like, it's worth playing. And that seems really backwards to me, but it's so nice to play as, like, it's just so nice to play with the character. And the game's not expensive either. I think the game's like $10 or $15 or something. Like, I give it like a light thumbs up, you know? It's kind of where I'm at. You can do much worse. But boy, yeah, something just needs to happen. I do agree with that, because we're just... I'm just running through now. No, okay. That was a terrible plan. Speeding ahead and not looking at the screen was the worst thing I could have done. Hey, Skibata. I got you. And, like, yeah, it's not bad by any means. Oh, look, I missed another one. It's not bad by any means. And it runs nicely. Like, it's totally competent at everything. And that's not really a mark of... I don't know. I guess that's a mark of success to some degree. I jumped way too early. I feel like, you know, it's kind of like I obviously don't know what's best for this game. I obviously did not work on this game. But I feel like having some sort of, like, upgrade system would be nice. Like, if beating enemies gave you some form of currency, and you were able to upgrade your weaponry and get a few new attacks and such. I feel like that would make a difference, because at least then I'd be killing enemies going, yeah, I'm going to get new stuff. Because this reminds me of the first Knack a little bit, and how your character was basically completely static, and you killed enemies, and you stayed the same the whole way through the game, and that kind of sucked. It does remind me of that, and it's not really a great thing. And I think just giving it the Knack 2 treatment, and including a rote upgrade system would at least help a little. Do I want dust? Or so you want dust. I mean, like, wouldn't be bad. Dust's not a bad thing. Wait, where's the thing here? There's definitely a collectible here, but I don't see it. Oh, is it down? Ah, neat. Oh! Oh! Went the wrong way to get to it. Oh, was the last checkpoint all the way back there? I think the last checkpoint was a fair distance away. Yeah, God forbid you play Hollow Knight before this game, that's for sure. I was at a friend's place the other night, and he was like, yo, you gotta put your hand on the controller and just touch Hollow Knight, and I did, and I was like, oh, this feels so good. I'm waiting for the Switch version. I'm waiting patiently for the Switch version, but Hollow Knight feels real nice. I don't think Dust was dragged down by its anthropomorphic character designs. I think Dust was dragged down by its bad character designs. There's tons of great anthropomorphic character designs out there, and Dust struggles with good ones. It's got like a couple that are alright, like the main character is alright, but like, I think Dust's main problem aesthetically is like, every other character just doesn't look good. But I don't think the problem is like inherently that they're anthropomorphic. I think it's really that they're bad. Increases overall anima points. Ooh. The most exciting upgrade. I assume we're supposed to progress left, and we were supposed to have come through this way. Oh, I guess I left a collectible down in the bottom right corner here. Yeah, it's a shame that it's so easy to name games that are just more thrilling than this. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna just jump. Ah, fuck. I do like that they're using those enemies as, like, barriers to collectibles, and if you kill them too early, then you fucked up. I appreciate that. That's always fun. Yo, I'd be super down to stream Mindjack again. I'd be super down. I think the next multiplayer stream we'll do is probably Anarchy Reigns again. I like how those guys grab you, actually. It's a little stiff, but I'd be super down to do Mindjack again. Oh, fuck. I feel like we can get the Mindjack world record pulled down a little bit. I feel like we can improve it. Damn, this corner. Yo, this corner's savage. Holy shit. That was actually like a real section, and I just skipped the collectible there because fuck me. Okay, here's one of the hearts. There was 3 of them, right? Fuck, this level could take a while. Which was probably their intent, but only 2 Briar Hearts to go. Shit, man. Alright. Oh, they're actually elsewhere. I see. Okay, so it actually opened up those edge levels. Or at least it opened the next edge level. Let's play through these 2, and let's see if there's a boss at the end of those. Let's check that out. Can you do the projectile in the air? You cannot. So it's actually the same button. So in the air, you get this, unfortunately. No options there. This game actually, so far, doesn't use the shoulder buttons at all. They don't do anything, as far as I can see. I'll press them again just to make sure, but Pretty sure there's nothing. We keep seeing these little memories when he gives us those. You unlock Bravery Burst. Hold down X for at least 1 second, then release to trigger an enormous explosion. Okay. 3 anima points down. See, now there's 3 different moves mapped to the X button. One of them's in the air, so it's fine. Then the other 2, it's like, oh, you gotta hold and shit. Can you walk and charge it? Okay, you can... You actually can't walk and charge it. Oh no, I don't have enough magic. That's what it was. So you can walk and charge it. That seems like an alright ability, actually. But... Yeah, like it does sound like it's built for phones or something with how it limits the buttons, but it's super not. It's totally built for consoles and PC. So, built for controllers, I should say. So it's odd. I hope the next level brings in a new tile set as well. This tile set is gorgeous, don't get me wrong. It's very, very pretty. But, like, you know, vary it up. I imagine it will. I'd be shocked if it didn't. Kind of nice when the enemies are all coming in like that, actually. Shit. Oh, I died. There we go. Yeah, I also kind of had high hopes for this game, Skull Kid. I did. Especially because, like, when I got the code, I booted it up right away just to make sure it boots nice, make sure I didn't get a bum download. Make sure there aren't any, like, notable huge bugs that should prevent me from playing. And I was like, yeah, he feels super good. And I got excited. I was like, yeah, it's going to be a fun game to play. And it is enjoyable. It's enjoyable, but, like, that's the best thing I can say about it, right? And that's a shame. Yeah, the only great thing this game does is the character controls, which I still staunchly feel are actually pretty darn solid. That's the one thing I'm definitely like, yeah, that's great. And I guess the art as well. The art's great. Not, you know, not necessarily my favorite aesthetic or anything, but it is really good. I'd be totally lying if I said it wasn't really good. Ah, I shouldn't have killed that enemy. I noticed it just as I threw out the projectile. Damn it. I shouldn't have killed that enemy. Noticed it as soon as I threw out the projectile. They do that a lot. They gate collectibles with these enemies a lot, which is cool. But it happens a lot. Can I jump that way? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. $300 damage? Yeah, okay, so that instantly kills even those dudes, which is nice. I mean, I don't know if I'd give the game a 3 out of 10 or anything. That seems a little low. I think if you're a kid, you'll have a real good time with it, and it is quality. Like, I'd rather give this to a kid than any number of free-to-play iPhone titles. But I mean, I'd also rather just give the kid a better game in the first place. You know. You can do worse on the Switch, though. You can do worse. It's alright. When this game goes on sale, I think it'll be a solid get. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Ultra Despair Girl. Sorry, excuse me. I still think 3 on 10's a little low, but I'm not gonna argue with anyone who says Ultra Despair Girl is a 3 on 10. Sorry. My mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna go see the new Blade Runner at some point, but I haven't had an opportunity to yet. I was invited to go see it tonight, but I have to go furniture shopping, so... I shouldn't say I have to go. I want to go furniture shopping. I'm excited. Also, I found 2 $25 Walmart gift cards in my wallet that I didn't know were there, so that's cool. I can get anything at Walmart. That's a plus. The negative is I didn't know there was a Walmart nearby, and I'm still not quite sure where it is. So I need to find the Walmart. Oh, I have to use my projectile to kill that enemy. You've seen the trailer for Pacific Rim Uprising yet? It's sick. I did. It's daytime a lot. The tone feels really different from the first one. The Jaegers look and feel more like Transformers than like Jaegers, which bums me out. They've lost a lot of their weight and interestingness. The Jaeger weapons kind of suck. One of them, the one that's like green, that's not, well, it's probably positioned as the not Cherno Alpha, but it's legitimately not Cherno Alpha, nor even close to it. It's got like a spiky ball, like some sort of mace or something that it shoots. And I'm not really feeling that mace thing, I gotta say. I'm gonna see the movie. Like, you bet your fucking ass I'm gonna go see that movie. Damn it. I'm gonna see the movie, but I'm not as absurdly sold as I was on the first one. I mean, I love the first one. I have giant action figures from the first one. I have, I bought Mondo's. Me and Wooly both bought Mondo's $300 prints for the first one, because we love it so much. And those prints are beautiful. And I think Wooly duct taped them to his wall. His old apartment. His new apartment, they're nice and framed, but I think at his old apartment he taped them to the wall, which is crazy. But I don't know, I'm not super feeling the new one yet. I don't want to say it for the sake of saying it, but I kind of feel like it feels like it's missing Guillermo del Toro. Like, it doesn't look quite the same as any of his movies. Even Pacific Rim, which was, you know, very far from stuff like Pan's Labyrinth, like, you could still tell there was some special auteurship to it, and I feel like a bit of that is gone. Not completely, but I feel like a bit of it's gone. Yeah, Pacific Rim's amazing to rewatch over and over. I love it. Dude, the opening sequence in Pacific Rim, no jokes, like, I fucking cry every time. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. The assembling Gypsy Danger sequence, and the monologue, and then they step out into the water, and Tom Morello's theme song is playing. Like, I cry every time. I cry every time. It's so good. It's just beautiful, and it's amazing that something like that in a film exists, in like a big Hollywood movie. That something like that can be allowed to exist. I love it. I love it so, so much. When they put out the PSVR update that allowed 3D movies to play, or 3D Blu-rays to play, I don't know how you get to that bottom one. I probably missed my opportunity for it. When they put out that update, I popped in Pacific Rim because it's the only 3D Blu-ray I owned at the time. And like my girlfriend recorded a video. I made her delete it. She recorded a video of me just like breaking up a little bit. And you can just see that I'm like kind of crying watching that opening sequence in 3D. It's so beautiful. I know I sound like a fucking baby, but like that sequence, it's just amazing to me, like that exists at that level of fidelity in a Hollywood film. I don't think I'll ever get over it. I don't think I ever will. Have you seen the DJ Maxx Respect movie menus? I have not. I know you mentioned them earlier though, and I guess they're special, so I should check them out after. Why'd I make her delete the movie? I wasn't wearing enough clothes. That's why. You want the honest answer? That's the honest answer. I like the reflections in the water. And I couldn't tell that she was recording because I had the VR headset on. It's really, really unflattering. I needed to get rid of it. If Matt was seen associating with me after that went public, he'd be in big trouble. People would be like, oh, he hangs out with, like, that tub of lard? Damn it. I'm fat. I struggle with CrossFit. Ah. Image problems. Self-confidence. Ah. What a stupid tangent. What a fucking stupid tangent. What is this self-confidence you speak of? I don't know. You tell me. I've only got a little. Doesn't that recharge your mana? Do I have to walk to recharge my mana? Isn't this thing supposed to recharge my mana? Am I remembering it incorrectly? I mean, I know it's not called mana, but come on. Yeah, there we go. This seems like the most tedious one yet. Oh my god, this one's the most tedious one yet. Why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? That was stupid. Okay, hopefully now with only one of those projectile dudes I should be good. Okay, hopefully now with none of them I should be good. You can't actually start a second combo in the air. So I should hit it a few times and then jump. Oh well. Oh well. All my planning gone to waste.
With the 3 Briar Hearts destroyed, the energy stream.
I probably could have used the self-destruct. Like the burst probably could have destroyed that really quickly. Is Neopets shutting down? Is that the case, Film and Coffee?
Collapsed, clearing a
Me and my friend were on it the other day, just checking out our pets. My pet is dying at all times because I don't feed it.
Soon meet a challenge unlike anything they
okay, boss time.
encountered.
Seems like boss time. I assume back there, yeah. You can still get a Neopet, Late Fox. Just a lot of the site's busted, and you gotta have Flash installed. Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like a house. Is he in the house? Boy, this writing's bad. Can I just go in? No. I wasted my meter. Not too sure how you do damage as of yet. Okay, we're gonna have to do another shot though. I just let myself die there. Okay, so let's try again. And let's just see how this goes. Also, yeah, no boss music. This is real flat. Like, why would you do this? I don't think you can hit the leaves at the top. Yeah, you can't hit them. So I'm not sure how you hit him yet. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think I hit him up to a damage threshold there. So I think my attack may have been wasted. So you just wait cycles and fight ads until he's vulnerable. Wow, this is a really mediocre boss. This is a really mediocre boss. And yes, you know what? That's correct, Art Florpheus. Why would you leave the music the same? Limited budget is why you would leave the music the same. That is a good way of putting it, because that is probably the correct answer. Yeah, I think damage thresholds are there. Are you winning, son? I don't care, Dad. I don't really care if I'm winning right now. Yeah, it's nice how the boss actually does change as he takes damage. He's got cracks all over him now, but... Oof. Oof. That's a nice animation. What a bummer that they couldn't at least get boss music. The boss music would have made a big difference there, actually. Like, that kind of stuff makes a huge difference. You got a nebula. You can infuse your weapon with the power from a nebula by using up on the D-pad. Okay. I would actually like to press that button and get to see what that does. Okay, so there's the neutral one, which is just our regular sword, nothing special. And then we got this thing, which is slower, but it does this ground wave. That's alright. That's cool. Kind of wish we would have got a new weapon earlier.
Pankapu had managed to defeat the terrible Tyrut who had taken over Ohidi's house.
And yeah, you know, the narration really, for me, hasn't overcome being pedantic. I really find, like, parent telling story to child is really hard to do, because I always feel like I'm being talked down to. In the sense that, like, the story is clearly not at my like, age recommended limit, you know? Fuck, I didn't put that very well. But, like, I feel like I'm listening to a children's story, you know?
Suddenly tore open,
this feels like it's a good game for children.
Them all at once,
and that's a shame, because I was really excited to play this game. And it's like, it's alright. It's alright. Feels really good to move the character around, but, like, it's just so not memorable at all. Look, we've got an ugly piece of UI there now to tell us we've got weapons. Which is a shame. Because that was actually one of the nice-ish things, was how minimal the UI was, and now we've got this big ugly UI in the corner that's like, nah, look at me. Okay, so let's just progress through this real quick, see if we get back to the overworld, if things are different, since I think we're in a second world now. Yeah, we're definitely in a second world now, so... Oh shit, look, they colored them red! And they explode! Damn, man. Yeah. You know, kudos to them for finishing the game. It's hard to finish developing any game, but boy, this is way more basic than I would have hoped. Can I jump that one? No. Oh god, this track actually, I think, is worse than the last track. It's so boring. I hope this isn't the default track for the rest of the world. Oh shit. Okay, we got a new version of this enemy too now. Okay, you can stand next to him when he gets stuck. Oh, you can't even hit him until he gets stuck. That sucks. Like, no skipping cycles, just wait patiently. Oof. Oh, right, I can't jump when I'm charging, so I just committed my full meter to nothing. I'm just gonna take the hit. Yeah, it made me die. Wow, okay, you know what? I think I'm actually just gonna back out. I think I'm actually just gonna back out. The text, damn it. This is like a super simple bug. Why did this bug not get caught? Text just goes right off the book on the left page there. Map. Yeah, so we're in a second map now. And yeah, the collectibles totally do reset for the next one. Fragments. Holy shit, look, we barely got any. There's a lot. There's a lot. Like, look at all these memories. There's a lot. And then there's, like, the Zenith and the Gloaming section that we haven't even touched. A lot of this still undiscovered. Like, there's a lot. This is clearly not a tiny game. There's probably 4 bosses, at least. Maybe 5 bosses if there's all those nebulas. Only 2 key items. Like, this is a fairly sized game. It really does seem that way. I don't think you can quit. Can you? You can return to title screen, which is fair. Let's return to title screen. Man, like, yeah, it feels dull. And if I continue, I assume it'll plot me back in the level instead of no, it puts me back on the map. Okay, there we go. Man, yeah, it's It's certainly not a bad game. It's just quite plain. It's really, really plain. And the character feels great, but after an entire world of the character feeling great, like, it doesn't suddenly get better. Yeah, so these are the other forms. Actually, interesting that the red one is not the center one on the key art. I don't think that really pertains to anything, but... yeah, so there's an archer character. Look, there's different enemies here. Look at that. Look how many fucking heart containers he has. Holy shit, this game is lengthy. Other characters? Like, fuck. Like, where does this game go? Like, look at this. Where does this game go? Like, there's clearly cool shit. There's clearly cool shit. It's just very plain. I remember that WiiWare game, Lost Winds. I remember that. Oh, so you can switch forms on the fly. Like, like, some of that stuff looks kind of neat, but like, I don't know. It took way too long to get anything going. Well. Well, I don't know. Like, there's stuff, but... yeah, I have a hard time recommending this at whatever the asking price is. I actually couldn't check, because of course I have it purchased. Let me check online. Pankapu. Asking price is $11.99 US. It's not bad. That price is actually really not bad. I thought it was going to be higher than that. Like, I thought it was going to be 15, but $11.99 is not awful. I'd say, like, definitely wait for the sale. You know, wait for the sale on this. If you got this for like $5, which is like 60% off or whatever, I think that'd probably be a pretty fair place to get in at. And $12 isn't steep for the quantity of game you're getting, clearly. In fact, I think that's a good price for the quantity of game you're getting. But the quality is just so forgettable. It's like... I firmly say wait for the sale and wait for a big sale. So... and what a shame, too. I was actually quite excited to play it. I was telling my girlfriend last night, yeah, I'm keen to get it. Yeah, get Kamiko on the Switch instead. Kamiko's alright. I mean, Kamiko's only 45 minutes long, so that kind of sucks, but Kamiko's pretty good. Yeah, so that's Pankapu. It's out on Steam and Switch at very least. It might be out on other consoles, but I have not checked, and I'm not 100% sure. So, your mileage may vary. I think it's alright. It's alright. Character feels great, but that and the visuals are pretty much all you got, so... yeah. So, now, I think we're going to switch over from the Switch, and we're going to pop on to Cyber Dimension Neptunia for Goddesses Online. Don't worry, that Elgato thing is normal. I just popped the Switch out entirely, so... yeah. I saw Sir Rosing, who seems to have played the game a little bit, in the chat saying it doesn't really get better at any point, so we're going to switch over to Neptunia, and we're going to give that a little go, so it'll be a good time. So I'm going to put the stream on pause for a minute, just while I go get the PS4, because it's not hooked up, and then we'll hop in, so yeah, good shit, so cool. I'll see you guys in like a minute. We're gonna switch over to some real quality stuff. Yeah, feeling nifty. You got it. Real quality Neptunia. Anyway, I'll be back in a sec. So go grab a glass of water or something. Go to the bathroom. Take a shit.